Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, September 5th, 2016. Traders coming to you from Thailand, currently 7:49 a.m. and 20:49 Sunday night on Wall Street. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, again, great to be with you on a Monday, beginning of our trading week. We have some holidays this day today. Some major countries are off today. That would be the U.S. and Canada will not be trading today as they are celebrating Labor Day. All right, we got a little bit to talk about. Charts are pretty flat, but we got some trade plans for you. However, before we get to that, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic in the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, got on the Big Bird, came to Bangkok, Thailand for 3 months. Well, traders, I'm in my 9th year in Asia and absolutely loving it. Nothing like trading in Asia. The time zone is fantastic. Early in the morning for Asia, afternoon for London, and evening tonight for the New York session. I'm only in New York for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, as I do not trade Forex in New York. I trade options. So my trading is a little bit different in New York than it is for Asia and London. Traders, I'm a pullback trader. I watch fundamentals very strongly. I know what's going on around the globe. I know when news events are coming out. And I know not to step in front of the freight train when data is coming out, right? You got to protect your positions and you protect yourself, right? So it's real important that you have an idea of what's going on around the globe and fundamentally and what time economic data is coming out. There's about 18 economic data reports a month that are critical in our trading, and we should really keep an eye on those data points. Traders, however, I'm a technician. I love analyzing charts and trading off my charts. I love looking at candlestick patterns as they tell a story, price action, price failure, price structure, and more importantly, price levels. Forex repeats itself. If Forex gets to a level and it gets there twice, it's probably going to repeat what it did the last time, especially when you start looking at 4-hour charts and daily charts. Those levels come really important. However, I have one platform that's only for my levels, and I use 2-hour charts for that. So I take my fundamentals and I take my technicals and I put them together, and hopefully I come up with a trade plan. Once my trade plan is established, I basically put my trade plan into action and I wait for price to come to me and I enter the trade. Well, what happens is a lot of times price action doesn't pull back. In other words, the Great British Pound is a perfect example of that. It doesn't like pullbacks. So I watch my exponential moving averages very closely and watch for a cross at a key level, and then I would enter the trade at that point. Now, knowing that exponential moving averages are lagging indicators, it could put me into the trade later than I would want. However, usually if you get a EMA cross quickly, it sort of works out for you. So I wait for price to come to me. I take the trade. I do not chase price. If I miss the trade, folks, there's 41 pairs out there that you can trade with. There's plenty of opportunity out there. You just have to look for them. All right, that's a little bit about myself. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex or any other financial market. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, remember, this is a game of capital preservation. Live to trade tomorrow. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's take a look at what happened on Friday. The Dow 30 closed positive 0.39%. The S&P 500 closed positive 0.42%. The Nasdaq closed positive 0.43%. And the small cap 2000 closed positive 1.01%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed positive 1.42%, the FTSE 100 closed 2.20%, the CAC 40 closed 2.31%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 closed 2.10%. Quite a move in the Eurozone. Good to see, huh? All right, let's take a look at what's going on in Asia. Some countries are open, some are not. We got 30 minutes till everybody will be open, however. The Nikkei 225 is up 1.19%, currently trading. Also, the S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up positive 0.88%. The China A50 closed on Friday at 0.38% as they're not open yet. And the Hang Seng also is not open yet for another 30 minutes. And it closed on Friday positive 0.45%. However, the Kospi out of Seoul is open, and they are positive 0.90% as we get ready to start our trading day. Well, we have started our trading day in Asia. All right, traders, let's go through what's going on today on the economic calendar. Canada is off today for Labor Day. The United States is off today for Labor Day. So those are two big, the U.S. is the big one. And my theory on that is you have a couple of options. One is go back to sleep if it's the middle of the night for you. Two is if it's daytime, go play a round of golf or go have lunch at the gazebo, right? So that's what you'd want to do there. We have a lot of medium impact news throughout the trading day today. However, we only have one high impact news event, and I'm just looking for it because I know there it is. We have Great British Pound Services PMI for August. Consensus is 50.0. Previous was 47.4. Other than that, there is really not a lot going on. Like I said, we have a lot of medium impact news events today. Keep an eye on that as we go through our trading day. It's going to be a slow day today. Not a lot's going on. Traders are just not going to trade in this lackluster market. The good news is, after today, Labor Day, we'll be hopefully back to normal by Wednesday or Thursday. Everybody should be back to work, and we should be seeing volatility pick up in the markets, which would be an absolutely wonderful, wonderful thing. It's been a tough summer for trading, I have to be honest with you. It's not been an easy summer for trading. I think it's one of the hardest ones I've seen in a long time. All right, let's take a look at some charts. How about? Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Oh, commentary is don't trade a live account today. Commentary is real short today. Do not trade a live account today. You have two major countries off today. Do not trade live. Folks, you just don't trade when you have these major countries off on a holiday, right? So we don't trade live today. I think you should either go back to sleep or go have a nice day with the family, right? All right, let's take a look at the euro dollar. Euro dollar made a move down on economic data on Friday, and now it's pulling back up again, which I like to see. You know, I'd like to see this come back up to the daily pivot point at 1.1180. That would be really super, and then we can sell this, and we'll get down to 1.1131. And we got a nice 50 pip trade there. But we need this to do something. And I don't know if it's going to break that 55. Could, maybe. But if it gets back to that 200, that's a great place to sell this. I'm only interested in selling the euro dollar, folks. So what do you have to watch for? Well, I would watch the euro index and the dollar index, and maybe the euro futures as confirmation that we're doing that. And, of course, watch the dollar index. Watch the dollar index. We need to stay above 96. You know, that's what we're hoping for, to stay above 96. All right, let's take a look at the pound. Pound really has not done anything, folks. We're in the same spot we were on Friday. It did a beep up there, came back down. Now we're sideways. So, you know, we're just looking for this opportunity to sell this. Just want to sell it. Give me a bearish candlestick formation and we'll sell it. I did put some numbers on. The numbers on the charts are from Friday, but they really doesn't make a difference. We're going to get out at the 200 exponential moving average. I don't think we don't think we're going to have an issue with the 55 EMA. So we just need a bearish candlestick formation. This has data today, so we might get some volatility later in the London session. That data comes out 90 minutes into the London session. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Here is the Aussie dollar. It had a move on data from the U.S., and we're basically flat, but an excellent spot to short this. Yes, I am concerned because we have a 255 that's right after our entry. But, folks, this is not going to pull back, I don't think, all the way back up to the R1 where I'd really like to see it do it. However, we want to take profit at our R2 pivot at 0.7492. So A shaky trade, to be honest. I wouldn't be jumping on this pair as a top priority, that's for sure. Look at this Euro Aussie. This did exactly what we wanted it to do from Wednesday last week. Remember, it was sideways, it was touching that resistance line I put on the chart. And look at, I said, this is a 3-touch, and it was. And what happened? Yes, my friends, down she went. She did have a reaction at the 200, went sideways for an hour and a half, and then just broke loose, and that was the end of that. Away she went, gave you another opportunity. Now, this fib was not on Friday's charts, but at 38.2, you can see it had 3 blue candles. That was another opportunity to get in this trade and take it down. That is another trading strategy. Someday I'll share that with you, where you get 3 candles in the opposite direction of the trend, and you look for the next candle to be a trending candle, and you take that entry, and that would have worked. I mostly do that on an hourly chart, to be honest with you traders. That's a strategy I use on an hourly chart. All right, let's take a look at the Euro-Yen. Not much going on with the Euro-Yen. Still just hanging out here. I want to see this break this trend line at 115.80, give it a retest, and then we'll take it down to the 200 exponential moving average. Also, the R2 pivot at 115.12. You know, this is a nice 65 pip trade, 70 pip trade, depending on where we get in. But this looks really nice if we can get this pair to do something. So that's what we're looking at. And you know, I'm bearish on the Euro-Yen. I do not want to buy the Euro-Yen, and we're at resistance. So why would we want to buy it, right? So, you know, this is a sell trade here. We want to sell this, right? All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. This came up on data, came back down, bounced off the 200. Now I need an R1 pullback, and that's pretty aggressive, I have to admit. Don't know if we're going to get it today with these major markets closed, but we'd love to see this come back to the R1 at 0.7340, and we'll take profit at the 200 exponential moving average at 0.7270. Yes, we're going to get a reaction at that daily pivot point and possibly the 55, so just calculate that into your trade plan, and either you're gonna be break even, and you might want to scale once you approach that 55 area and take some profits, stick it into your pip bank, because we're going to get a bounce there. We just need to watch, you know, how that's gonna do that. Okay. All right, traders. That wraps up our 6 currency pairs on a Monday and a holiday for the U.S. and Canada, Labor Day. Traders, please be careful today trading. I really urge you either not to trade at all, turn your computers off, and have a nice extra day off, as I think that's what I'm going to do. I will not be around for London today. In fact, I'm not even going to my office today. So, yep, we're just going to take it easy today and just watch the charts. And I'm not looking to get into any trades. And if I do, it will be on a demo account. Okay? All right, traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilda, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me on a Monday at the beginning of our trading week. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Thank you, traders, so much. Our week is starting. I'm excited. Can't wait to get some volatility back in the markets, get some trading. This is a great time of year and absolutely gorgeous. All right, traders, take care. Overcast skies, by the way, in Thailand. Doesn't look like we're going to see no sun. Looks like it's going to be a rainy day today. I love it. All right, traders, take care, and we'll see you in about 24 hours now. Take care now. Bye-bye.